I've realized that my purpose on this planet is to inspire people to chase their dreams, and so what drives me now is like knowing that I'm not even close to playing at my full potential, and I feel like people need to hear my message.
Neighborhood is literally no way in hell.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Brian Mark coming at you with another episode on this channel. And in today's episode, I'm working out with 2 $1 Million Mastermind students before I start my day. So sit back, relax, enjoy this episode. Let's go.
$1 million question. So B, we know that your vision for next year is 5,000 members. Right now we're currently at 1,300 members.
Yeah.
Where do you think B Mark at 5,000 members is operating at? And do you believe that you're that person right now? And if not, what are you going to do to make sure that you transform into that B Mark 2.0?
I am that motherfucker right now. It's like, it's already happening. It's just like, it's only a matter of time before everybody else sees what I already know is happening inside of my head. You know, so it's like, the universe is gonna give it to me when I'm ready. And I feel like the biggest thing that I've realized is that like the company's not gonna outgrow my leadership skills. So the answer to that is like consistently working on myself and becoming a better person, which is what I'm working on right now. So I'm that motherfucker, bro.
Do it. So in terms of like, let's say universities give you 5,000 members right now.
Yeah.
Do you believe that you'll be able to handle it in this situation?
The systems that we have right now, no. But that's why we're rebuilding. Like, you're gonna see a lot of changes in the academy right now. And you're gonna see a lot of like shifts and like into alignment so that everybody's operating on the same pace. Cause like, if you put a fucking Lamborghini engine in a Honda Civic, it's gonna break down. So you gotta rebuild the engine so that it can support the horsepower. So right now our systems aren't built for it, but like that's, if I gave you 100 clients, could you handle it right now? So it's like your systems are built for it. So we need to like rebuild the systems, which is what we're working on right now. Okay. Yeah. One more follow-up question, and I'm gonna kick your ass in this workout. All right?
Fuck you bet. All right, so to get to 5,000 members, we have about 17 months left until you get to your goal.
Yeah.
Where do you think that exponential growth is gonna happen, or do you think everything's gonna be linear? As in, you're gonna have to sign, on average, 205 members.
Listen to fucking cool. So do your set while talking. Any graph or anything, like where you're looking like a Tesla stock or like a weight loss journey, it always goes up and down. So I don't have the answer because I'm not the universe. All I can do is level myself up and continue to push my boundaries, and like I will get exactly what I'm supposed to get. Like, I'm a big believer in like goal setting and like going after the things that you want, but it's also like systematic and it's also improving yourself. So I don't have the answer to that. Good questions though.
Mama told me not to sell word.
I feel like I'm dreaming kind of small.
Yeah.
Like I want to hit 50K a month.
Yeah.
Should I start there, or do you think dream way bigger? And you know that quote, it's like shoot for the stars, and at least if you miss, you'll get closer or whatever, like something like that.
Yeah.
Would you say be more realistic and be like, okay, 50K a month? Or would you say get like $1 million a month or 100,000 a month, or like how should I approach my dream?
I think you need to have like a big vision that's like massive, because that is like what I'm always working towards. I can like see this like future that's like so far away from me that it's almost like I'll never catch it. You know, it's like, it's so far. Even the gym, like this gym, I wrote down in my vision 8-9 years ago. I said I have a 20,000 square foot gym, it's 19,000 square feet, but it's like, that was the vision, the big vision. And then I always focused on like savagely hitting the next step. So for you, what's your highest ever month?
14K, 14.5.
So you need to be focused on savagely hitting 20. And like, all in, like whatever the it takes. And then you hit 20, and then when you hit 20, you celebrate. And then you're like, okay, 25.
That's great.
So it's like intensity with every step.
So one of the things I've been really reading into is like the never-ending goalposts, right? Like, what do you feel like right now, if this is all you had, would you be happy, or do you feel like it's in the pursuit of chasing that you're, getting to happiness? Like, do you think there's a point where you just be satisfied with what you have, or do you want to just keep chasing?
That's a good question. So I have a two-part answer. Part number one is that, and I told my wife this, if I died today, I got hit by a bus, and this is my last day on earth, I would have lived my best life, and so I'd be happy. Because I literally went all into every single goal that I had. I never said no to a risk. I always said yes, and I always pushed myself. But I'll also like never be satisfied. Like there's always a new level, even for you. Like you, Donald, now compared to you, Donald, 5 years ago, you're like, I'm like, holy I'm living it. But like you, Donald, in 10 years from now is gonna look at you and be like, bro, you're not even started. So I think the answer is like the constant pursuit of greatness, while also like I'm super happy, I'm chasing my dreams. And you should be too if you're going all in every day. Right? So if you got hit by a bus, it's not like you look back in your life and be like, oh man, I wish I would have tried. It's like, you're doing it. Right?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, it's constant pursuit.
So it's the joy is in the journey. Fuck yeah. The joy is in the journey.
The joy is in the journey.
joy is in the journey.
Yeah, and that's where I get my fulfillment from.
Yeah.
And the journey, like the joy is only in the journey if I'm actually pursuing it to the best of my ability. Yeah. If I'm not pursuing it to the best of my ability, then there's no joy. There's no passion.
And so, what's your next big thing, B? What's your next big thing?
I want to wake the academy up, bro. The academy's sleeping. Academy's sleeping. That's the next big thing. We make 100 sales a month. So there's a lot of people that come into that group. And I want to make sure that when they come in, they can feel it. I want them to feel a significant difference between not being in the academy and being in the academy.
Same color t-shirt, white. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt. Mama told me not to sell word.
Can you give me a piggyback?
I'm doing my set now. I think drag you over my set. Say, go Donald, go!
Go, Donald, go! Go, Donald, go! Go, Donald, go!
You're getting to the top, you're going like this, and you're using the lens and fuck. Is your midget friend, that's a problem.
Put your ego away. Right? Put your ego away. And also, Cole, in the same workout.
Well, I didn't tell you to put your ego away. I told Kevin to put his ego away. No, I respect that. I respect that. That's not at all. Okay, Jax, go hire a VA and a community manager. Hey? Yo, Cole, come on. I'm talking. Let's go. It's a warm up. Peace. Let's go, Beast. Let's go, Beast. Come on. There you go.
He's like, rebar? I'm like, do you like me? He's like, no. Like, you want to work for me? Recording? He's like, yeah. He's like, sweet, sounds good.
It's so funny. I was gonna ask you, like, yo, you have any time to like train? And it just showed up.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're training.
There we go, bro. She did block me actually, because she like didn't want to like deal with the pain of like dealing with the breakup, so she just moved on. And when I went to Australia and she didn't answer my calls and she didn't answer my messages, I was like sitting there on the other side of the world, and like in that moment in Australia, I was like broken. I was like heartbroken. I was like crying, and then I just made a decision. I'm like, she's gonna regret leaving, and this like switch, flipped on, and I was like, she's gonna regret. I'm gonna show her. And that just like sparked me. It was like that intense, like I took all that pain and all that heartbreak and all that like sadness, and I was like, watch me.
Hold on, let me just a good moment here. For if she's ever watching this, what do you want to say to her now?
I honestly have no hate anymore, because it's like that made me the man I am today. And so I think that like that pain, I don't hold on to that pain. I channeled it. I used it. I transformed it into something beautiful, baby. I got no hate, man. Not anymore. And
man. What
You are the fucking one. Now, how do you think she would, like, if she saw you now, what would she think?
She'd be proud.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I wasn't happy when I was with her.
Yeah.
Now I am.
Your account is, and everything is well like motivational, cutting out your excuses, all that jazz, right? So if you want to grow PT Domination to 5,000 members, do you feel that at one point you're going to transition more into talking specifically to personal trainers?
Never.
Never?
No. Reason why is because we built our business to this point off of Brian being acquisition and me being a coach. And we're going to stay that way. But I had a realization with Bedros and Wes Watson when we met them in person. I asked them that question. How do I help grow the business when my shit is all tailored? This is a warm-up set, by the way. And they said, dude, just start sprinkling it in. So I'm going to keep my entire account about the motivation, inspiration, and like the will to win. But I'm going to start sprinkling in that has to do with the mindset of like an online fitness coach. Hence why in my podcast I say that stuff, and I'm also going to be doing it in my content. Adding it in here and there. Like doing videos that are my style. Like, yo, if you're a personal trainer and you haven't hired me yet, what the fuck are you doing? Type shit. Because I didn't know how to do it. And that's what Bedros and them said. They're like, why don't you just be you and talk about it like that? I was like, I never thought about it like that.
So you, Donald, right now, need to write a vision for 10 years from now, and you need to make it, like, burn it into your fucking brain. I rewrote it, and I read it for like 3 months straight, perfecting it every day. I spent 20 minutes on it, like, no, I don't like that, I don't like the way that sounds, like, making it perfect. And now, like, when I reread my vision, it's like burned into my brain. And like that puts it in my subconscious, which starts to attract more of it. You know, and then when you're not feeling motivated, you look at the vision and you're like, I'm the fuck.
Kind of like grit in people, and so the key things is to be nice, but don't be nice at all at the same time, and then be overly nice at the same time, and put it all together. That way you're kind of a nice person. But super nice.
Just a little. Just a little nice.
Thanks for always being positive. You're a good person. You're a good person. You wanna work? Yeah. Okay, I hope you have the best work day.
I will not.
Alright guys, so just finished up workout with Kevin and Donald, and now I'm doing HIIT. So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And we're gonna do that for 3 rounds.
Fight is, I'm the leader of the pack. I'm here where you at. Set the flame, light a match. I will fight back. I'm the leader of the pack. I'm here where you at. Set the flame, light a match. I will fight back.
Stop being a fucking bitch. So many of you guys are stuck.
That's a funny opening line. Stop being a fucking bitch. Alright guys, we're gonna reply to a few questions that I got today. I've realized that my purpose on this planet is to inspire people to chase their dreams, and so what drives me now is like knowing that I'm not even close to playing at my full potential, and I feel like people need to hear my message. This is yours. So it says, when did you and Cole meet? What was the biggest struggle you ever came together? Cole and I met back in 2015. 2015, I was his fitness coach. I trained him for 3 shows. The biggest struggle that we went to together is when I did like a complete restructure of the team, and I let go a lot of the trainers that were on the team, and he thought I was gonna let go of him. And instead of letting go of him, I turned him into my business partner. So every adversity brings a seed of equal or greater opportunity. So me and Cole have definitely been through a lot. And through that struggle is what bonded us and caused us to be brothers now. It's not just business partners, it's brothers. So it's all relative, right? Like when you're trading time for money, like when you're working, you know, at any job that you're trading time for money, you get paid for the hours that you work, but when you're online, you get paid for the sales that you make, straight up. So when you make a sale, if you can deliver on that fucking promise, and you can continue to deliver on the promises that you sell, then you'll make a lot of money. So how many hours does it typically make to work? As many as it takes. That's the answer, but the difference is you're working for yourself. I think this mindset is fundamentally flawed at the core, because the real answer is like going all fucking into your business every single day until you can make it, right? And then you can make 10, 20, 30, 40, $100,000 a month. So the answer is a lot. And if you're looking for a place that you can clock in and clock out, then don't do online training. Go work at a 9 to 5. And I'm not trying to be rude, but entrepreneurship really does require all of you. And so if you're prepared to go all in, this is the path for you. If you have too many clients, somebody let them, you can't translate your phone. The answer is to starting waiting lists. And so if you have too many clients and you're not able to deliver on the promise that you're selling because you're overwhelmed, you're burned out, you've got too many clients, then send them to a waiting list, get them to put their name on it, and get to them when you can. Well, my best friend in my entire world is my wife. My other two best friends are Natasha and Cole. All of the friends that I have in my life are ruthlessly obsessed with business because I'm ruthlessly obsessed with business. It's all I think about. It's all I care about. It's like, that's the number one thing that I have going on for me is like, I want to fucking hustle and create something beautiful. I'm all about working your ass off. I'm prepared to go 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day for as many days as it takes, for as many years as it takes to make my dreams become a reality. And these two individuals have that same work ethic, and that's what makes us so close. I love Cole because he's loyal as he's been a brother to me through absolutely everything, through thick and thin, when we're crushing it and when, you know, I'm crying on his couch because I'm brokenhearted. So I'll always love Cole because his undying loyalty and his like relentless work ethic. And I love Natasha Storm because I've watched her grow from this like little guppy, this little tiny little fish, into this like beast of a woman, and I mean that in all the best ways. So powerful, so strong, so inspiring to so many people, and I'm just so proud to know her and be her friend. All right, let's go inside. Sheet.
Yeah, like are you okay with both of those?
Yep. I want to see it first.
Yeah, for sure.
I want it structured like that, but I want it to be like regular hours.
Yes.
24/7, and then I want the like bi-weekly price highlighted.
Yeah.
And then like the discount paid in full, like scratch save 40% with like the paid in full. So like make it like pretty short, sweet, and then put one on.
And then like be like, oh, you get this much of a discount if you buy it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And then put one that's called status membership as the desperate details.
Okay.
Yeah, we need yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I like that.
There we
So we'll
go.
start promoting it.
The
How
status
much do you-
membership. I actually, if you guys want to go to one of our Instagram posts on, because I put a daycare post up saying we're hiring.
Oh, I went to Christian Hamlet. Oh wow, and I wasn't following you. What kind of piece of shit am I?
Wow.
I know.
Weird.
I know. I'm upset with myself.
Doesn't following Rashawn either, the guy that came all the way to
You don't follow Rashawn.
Oh, just fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this one.
Cool. Yeah. The next like an Alicia Brain thing that I want to do is an onboarding tour, and I want it to be short, sexy, straight to the point.
Okay.
$1,500 members, bro.
1503.
1,500 members.
What is that? That's
Ow!
It's 200 plus members now. How many?
That feels good, dog.
How many are we exactly?
Like
So
that?
1503.
There we
we go. That's f***ing lit. And that brings us to the end of today's YouTube episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys got some value. There was a lot of stuff today, all right? I want you guys to write this in the comments. Entrepreneurship is about learning how to sail while your ship is on fire. And you know, it's not always gonna be easy, it's not always gonna be awesome, so I think it's important to understand that like, you've gotta learn how to grind it out even when it's not easy and even when it's not awesome. So, peace, love, and protein. Have the best day of your entire life. Chase your dreams. Let's go.